Hello and welcome back to the channel. I am MetaStar, creator and host of the Chronus Book of Days, a weekly one-of-a-kind tarot calendar system that you will not find anywhere else. Thank you for stopping by and thank you for your continued support. If you'd like to support my work and help me reach more people, please subscribe to the channel. Remember to like the video, binge previous episodes, share and leave a comment or question below. I'd love to hear from you. With that said, let's begin. Every major arcana host has its inverted shadow sibling. We have been progressing through the 22 shadows since emerging from the Dog Days Void, which was week 31 or July 31st through August 6th of this year. Curiously, of the 22 major hosts, it is only the Chariot, key 7, ruled by the moon, that possesses a twin shadow. We cross paths with this twin shadow this week in chapter 46. As you can see, the 46th week of the year serves as a mirror to the 7th week annually. What creates this fascinating unicorn within the 52 cyclical weeks of the Chronus Book of Days is the intriguing symmetry where the solar paths of weeks 24 and 33 crisscross with the charioteer's satellite companions, and they along with the charioteer flip, thereby creating a 777 anomaly that occurs exclusively in these two particular twin sibling weeks year after year. What adds an extra layer of significance to this recurring phenomenon is its alignment with the current year 2023, which is guided by the Chariot numerically. The symbolism and energy of the Chariot can serve as a temporal guiding force when it corresponds with years that numerically vibrate with the number 7, like the current year 2023. The Chariot as the host card for the year indicates what kind of tarot year we might experience collectively, even predicting shared experiences we might be up against, especially during the 7th and 46th weeks where it maintains permanent influence along with July, the 7th month of the year. Numerically, the tarot years follow a 9-year or half-nodal recurring cycle. Every 9 years we cycle back into a year that resonates vibrationally with the number 7. In addition to 2023, the years 2014, 2005, 1996, 1987, and so forth, were characterized by the influence of the Chariot card, and as a result they may exhibit recurring themes or similar features that, upon closer examination, can be seen as stepping stones in one's personal growth and unfolding story. Because the number 9 correlates with the karmic and fated north and south nodal cycle, it's here, much like the mirrored 7s found in weeks 7 and 46 annually, that we often cross paths with our shadow and former self, for better or for worse. There's something both strange and special about the Chariot, emphasizing the importance of both week 7, which heralds the approaching season of spring, and week 46, marking the death of the sun and the onset of looming winter. The Chariot card, in this way, serves as a powerful reminder of the interconnectedness of time and the potential for meaningful synchronicities in our lives. Collectively, we are invited and encouraged to explore the deeper significance of these numerically ordered interconnected previous years, while making the most of the unique insights and opportunities that may arise during this time. The charioteer's actions offer an intriguing metaphor for inner growth and personal development. When the path ahead is straightforward, the charioteer maintains an equal length of rein for both horses, which represent impulses of the soul, shadow and light, ensuring stability. However, when faced with crooked paths or turning the corner along one's journey, the charioteer must adjust his approach. To make the turn safely, he tightens the reins on the inside horse while loosening and giving more rein to the outer one. This action prevents the chariot from tipping over, emphasizing the need for balance. This symbolism finds resonance in our journey of inner growth. In this context, tightening the reins represents our conscious effort to control and refine the lower vibrational aspects of our ego, which may hinder our progress. Conversely, loosening the reins on the outer horse signifies allowing the higher aspects of our personality to flourish and guide us forward. This delicate balance of dark side shadow tendencies and the full conscious light of awareness mirror the gentle dance of self-improvement, where we navigate the twists and turns of life's challenges, always striving for inward balance and soul growth. A few situations where we might need to tighten the reins in life could include, for example, the tendency toward wasting time and procrastination. When we find ourselves consistently putting off important tasks or responsibilities or gravitating toward distractions, it's probably time to rein it in. The reverse Chariot is a sure sign that we need to take more control over how we manage our time. Its timely appearance encourages setting clear goals or imposing stricter deadlines to stay on track. Unhealthy habits such as overindulging in junk food or excessive screen time are always areas where we should probably tighten the reins, which would involve practicing self-discipline, setting limits, and creating healthier routines to break free of self-sabotaging patterns. Speaking of which, when we notice a cycle of negative thinking or self-doubt, it's essential to tighten the rein on our inner enemy. This involves challenging and reframing negative thoughts, practicing self-compassion, and cultivating a more positive and constructive mindset. Before we crash and burn, other areas where we may need to exercise restraint may include curbing wasteful spending, avoiding risky investments and gambling. Additionally, finding a better work-life balance, focusing on academic or career goals with dedication, and establishing or reinforcing boundaries in interpersonal relationships, particularly as we approach the long holiday season spent with extended family and in-laws. In each of the previous examples, tightening the reins essentially entails taking conscious control and making adjustments to enhance one's life and well-being. It involves recognizing potential trouble areas, as well as the application of self-discipline, proactive measures, and the contemplation of whether a particular issue is truly worth one's energy and effort. On the flip side, there are areas where it might be beneficial to relax our grip on control. For instance, we could ease up on the urge to pursue perfectionism relentlessly, and instead, cultivate a more forgiving attitude towards ourselves and others, embracing human imperfection and allowing room for honest mistakes. In creative endeavors, excessive control, perfectionism and micromanaging can demotivate others, stifle innovation and spontaneity, and hinder productivity. Therefore, loosening the reins of rigidity in one's routine or overcoming the fear of reprisal can promote greater trust and camaraderie within a family, group dynamic, or work environment. Therefore, loosening the reins when facing change means embracing chaos, the unknown, and even complete uncertainty. This aligns with the shadow influence within the numerological 7 vibration, particularly when we reach key 16, known as the Tower card. In each of these examples, loosening the reins implies letting go of excessive control, rigidity, or fear, and allowing room for human error, spontaneity, creativity, and adaptation when needed. Additionally, within the context of necessary adjustments, the presence of one or more tarot 7s is akin to what the inconjunct aspect signifies in astrology. Meaning, tarot 7s often signify a period of trouble and significant strain that can only be mitigated through attending to the problem, compromise, and putting aside one's ego. And as the reverse Chariot host implies, this may involve either loosening or tightening control in areas of life that are at risk of spiraling out of control or have recently done so. This mindful period of adjustment, symbolized by tarot 777's within a numerological 7-year, is not an ordinary or mere suggestion to rein it in, but a timely harvest omen forewarning us collectively to the coming year 2024, when the 9-year cycle will usher in the return of a numerological 8-year, coupled with the vibrational impact of strength, a topic I discussed and detailed in last week's reading of Chapter 45. The once every 9-year cycle guided by the Chariot card's energy is now approaching its conclusion. There remains, however, a valuable 7-week window of opportunity from which to seize victory, overcome challenges, hit the 777's jackpot, and claim success for yourself. This year-end period is particularly favorable, now that eclipse season intensities are in the rear view, and Mars, the planet associated with action, forward momentum, and purposeful intentions, is positioned favorably in signs that enhance its inherent active and ambitious nature for the remainder of 2023 and straight into January 2024. Even so, it's crucial to recognize that distractions or procrastination are luxuries we can no longer afford at this stage. The harvest, representing the culmination of efforts, hard work, and achievement, is nearly finished. To fully reap the rewards and attain your goals, it's imperative to stay focused, maintain a sense of urgency, and move forward with Chariot-like purpose and determination. The reversed Chariot appears as a timely reminder that navigating this time of year can be challenging due to a multitude of factors that can easily throw us off course. These include the transition to shorter days that often disrupt routines and affect our mood and energy levels, a surge in family and social gatherings, which can be enjoyable and demanding on our time and energy, as well as family conflicts and competitions that can arise during the holiday season, adding additional emotional stress and annoyance. Travel complications and visiting loved ones can bring about logistical challenges and potential delays, not to mention the increased spending we do on gifts, decorations, and festivities, and with colder weather and increased social interactions comes the annual uptick in common colds, flu, and spike viruses, affecting both our well-being and potentially jeopardizing those important end-of-year deadlines. It's essential then, to prioritize self-care, time management, and open communication with loved ones. Maintaining boundaries and a good balance between social engagements and personal time can help to reduce stress. Being proactive in managing finances and staying healthy through proper hygiene and self-care practices can ward off health concerns and contribute to a more enjoyable holiday season. In summary, when we consider this combination of the Chariot reversed, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands traveling through the third decan of the Scorpio solar path, it advises us to be prepared for challenges, no matter how formidable or unwelcome they may seem. It's possible that you might encounter a significant change or challenge related to your finances, career, or even both. Similar to a farmer who must plan for the upcoming year's crops, what proactive steps can you take at this moment to ready yourself for a major change or challenge that may arise later on? The answer to this may be in this week's new moon, Scorpio. Follow me to the other side, and please remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video and share. The first of two astrological highlights for week 46 unfolds in the pre-dawn darkness on the east coast of the United States at 4:27 a.m., an hour that perfectly aligns with the nocturnal nature of the secret of Scorpio New Moon, which typically operates away from prying eyes. This event occurs first thing Monday morning, November the 13th, and interestingly enough, when you add up the month, day, and year, the date totals 13, so there's a strong numerical 13 activation on this day, in addition to those casino 777's I discussed earlier. This will be the fourth consecutive new moon making a direct aspect to the planet Uranus, the planet best known for its unpredictable and rebellious nature. The activation of the number 13, also known for stirring up trouble, in sync with the new moon event, underscores Uranus's tendency for shaking up the status quo. In the context of the mid-autumn sun Scorpio, both ruthless and empowered by its conjunction with warmongering Mars opposing Uranus, whom we know as the great destabilizing force of global chaos, in addition to the solar path, symbolized by the Seven of Wands, whereupon we see an outnumbered figure standing his ground and defending his turf, holds greater significance than even the dark moon in sign detriment. The third decan of Scorpio tends to impact deeply on matters associated with zodiacal Cancer, such as home, family, bloodlines, and even concepts of God and country, and defense of the homeland. The mundane advice for the collective is to exercise caution and patience. With the intensity of Scorpio and the unpredictability of Uranus opposing Mars, it's crucial to avoid impulsive actions, especially in matters related to conflict or sudden changes. Scorpio's energy can be intense, but it's also deeply transformative too. The new moon under Scorpio's influence can bring up deep emotions, past trauma, and even repressed memories. Pay attention to your emotional well-being and encourage empathy and understanding in your interactions with others. Seek support and counseling if needed. Scorpio's intensity can be channeled into positive endeavors and can also be about transformation and rebirth. Collectively, we can choose to go low vibrational and tribal, or we can use this period as an opportunity to promote unity, nonviolence, and positive change on a collective level, heal divisions, and work toward a more harmonious home and family life, workplace, and society. Whatever the scenario, rather than resorting to retribution and aggression, as a collective, we have the equal capacity to foster efforts that rise above inherited negative impulses and patterns. We can focus on addressing deep-seated issues, promoting social justice and bringing about meaningful transformations, regardless of whether older generations have forfeited their role as agents of positive change. Uranus brings surprises and unexpected events. It encourages us to stay informed about current events and to be prepared for sudden developments, including labor strikes and even reversals in fortune. Mars brings action. Being prepared to adapt to changing circumstances and having contingency plans in place can help mitigate chaos. And lastly, please note the 12th house position of Venus at 5 degrees Libra. This degree area places Venus on the blind side of the Sun's position during the October 28th full moon lunar eclipse already 2 weeks ago. The October 28th full moon eclipse in Taurus was just one of 2 separate October eclipses ruled by Venus. Additionally, and regardless of size or superiority, Venus maintains control over Uranus while it continues to traverse Taurus through April of 2026. Given this, Venus continues to be the planet to watch. The presence of Venus in Libra within the new moon 12th house, associated with secrecy and covert actions, implies that genuine efforts, potentially conducted discreetly, away from the public eye, beyond media scrutiny, legal posturing, and external pressures, can pave the way for lasting resolutions and enduring peace through the discovery of common ground. Take this advice as it resonates. The second astrological highlight occurs midweek on Wednesday, November 15th, as a Hand of God configuration that comes together under the Mercury-Venus sextile with Jupiter retrograde in Taurus, at the apex or point of fate. This aspect acknowledges the gentle admonishment found in Galatians 6:9 that says, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." This verse encourages strength and perseverance in doing good deeds and acts of kindness, reassuring that the effort will eventually lead to a positive outcome. When Mercury, the planet known as the winged messenger, moves through Sagittarius, it can remind us of the importance of following moral principles, like the golden rule found in various scriptures. When Venus is in its sign, where the scales of justice weigh the fairness of our actions, it encourages us to align with karmic principles like, "As you sow, so shall you reap." The harmonious alignment between Mercury and Venus can lead us toward reaping the rewards of righteous choices, akin to a scriptural harvest. Conversely, the double and conjunct of both Mercury and Venus to retrograde Jupiter may return a healthy crop of negative consequences for engaging in negative actions and deeds. However it plays out, the Hand of God very much mirrors the satellite companion for this week, the Seven of Pentacles. In the card, we see a farmer who has labored diligently, tending to his crops and patiently waiting for them to bear fruit. Similarly, with the astrological aspects of Mercury sextile Venus and retrograde Jupiter in Taurus upon the midpoint as the apex hand of God, we are reminded of the value of patient and diligent efforts. Just as the farmer's hard work is eventually rewarded with a bountiful harvest, our actions and decisions guided by these celestial influences may lead to fruitful outcomes in due time. It's a reminder that persistence and faith in the process can bring about the desired results. Therefore, do not grow weary, not now, not when you're so close to hitting the 777's. This week in Chapter 46, I delved into the fascinating concept involving the major arcana hosts and their shadow siblings a bit further. Each week, starting from the Dog Days void on July 31st, we've been exploring these shadow counterparts and coming to understand how they mirror certain tendencies and events in our own lives and globally. What made this all the more intriguing is the natural symmetry that occurs between the 46th week mirroring the 7th week of the year, a truly unique unicorn-like occurrence within the Chronus Book of Days calendar system. This happens because the solar path of weeks 24 and 33, much like the lemniscate or lazy 8 pattern, intersect, but here with the charioteer's companions, resulting in a double 777 anomaly. Made more special because the year 2023 happens to be numerically guided by the Chariot. I discussed how Terra years follow a 9-year cycle, where we often encounter repeating lessons and experiences along with our shadow and former selves. Overall, we're encouraged to explore the significance of these numerically linked years, while keeping an eye out for unique insights and opportunities that may arise during this time. It's like a cosmic puzzle that invites us to uncover hidden meanings and connections in our lives. The host for week 46, the reversed Chariot, emphasizes the importance of balance in our lives, both in tightening the reins to control negative tendencies that impede our progress, but also loosening the reins to allow for creativity and adaptation. I touched upon the significance of the upcoming year 2024 in the 9-year tarot cycle and the importance of seizing opportunities and staying focused. The reversed Chariot cautioned against distractions during the upcoming holiday season and offered tips for maintaining well-being and balance. The upcoming Scorpio New Moon on November 13th carries significant numerical symbolism, with the date totaling 13, along with a pattern of consecutive new moons in aspect to Uranus, known for surprises and unpredictability. This new moon is influenced by Scorpio's trademark intensity, and its conjunction with Mars opposing Uranus signifies a potential for destabilization and global chaos. We're advised to exercise caution, especially while traveling during high-volume days or into dangerous territories and high-crime areas, and to avoid impulsive actions during this time. Venus continues to be the planet to watch. Being about as far away from the Sun as this inner beauty ever gets, Venus is gradually approaching the degrees of the October eclipses, which Venus governed due to dual sign rulership. In the meantime, Venus on the new moon Scorpio blindside in the 12th house suggests that discreet, behind-the-scenes efforts can lead to lasting resolutions and peace, be it in situations of divorce, geopolitical conflict, family infighting, or disagreements within your friend circle. On November 15th, the astrological highlight involving Mercury-Venus in conjunct Jupiter retrograde in a Hand of God formation emphasizes the importance of moral and karmic principles and making right choices. No one is responsible for cleaning up the karma of your sowing. In summary, the week ahead calls for caution and patience, encouraging empathy and positive actions, and reminds us of the value of persistence and faith in achieving our goals and seemingly impossible dreams. It is this theme that will continue to unfold throughout 2024, as the Chariot yields to the Strength card. I am MetaStar Messenger. Until next time, always love.